my name is Emily. Welcome to my channel. And in this video, I will be showing you how to make my lentil soup. And I will also be explaining the nutrition behind my lentil soup. Okay, so let's get started. First, I want to talk about what a nutritious meal is and what that looks like. And I want to start by saying that every person is different. Nutrition is a very individualized thing. Foods from different cultures are different, and there is no one perfect diet that every single person on this planet needs to be following. There is no one perfect meal or one perfect food. There is a lot of diversity in different meals, different cuisines. This is a good thing. So, I will be showing you some of the foods I like to eat and explaining to you the nutrition behind them. Hopefully, you can understand the basics of how to build a meal, and then you can apply those to the foods you like and the cultural foods that you eat and things like that. So, yeah, that is really important to keep in mind. Okay, so how do we build a meal? We need to build a meal in a way that will provide us with the nutrients that we need. Every day we have to eat essential nutrients. This is a scientific term. It means that these are nutrients that your body needs to consume in order to function, in order to survive. Our cells use lots of different molecules, lots of different things to function and to work, and our body creates a lot of those things and other things, and it cannot create for itself, and it has to be eaten or drank, or in some cases, there's feeding tubes, etc. Okay, so how can we tell if our meal is nutritious? How can we tell if it has these essential nutrients? Well, the essential nutrients are broken down into two groups, the macronutrients and the micronutrients. Macronutrients are foods that you need in large amount, food groups that you need in large amounts every day. Micronutrients are foods or substances that you need in relatively smaller amounts every day. And we'll start with the macros when it comes to building a meal. Okay, so we'll start with the macronutrients, which are carbs, proteins, and fats. These are food groups that need to be eaten every single day. And in the meal that I'm making today, lentil soup, we have all three. The lentils themselves are a good source of protein and carbohydrates. And then when I make the soup, I add olive oil, which is really a good source of fat. And then I also eat avocados on the crackers when I eat, you'll see. And that is also a source of fat for my meal. So that is all three macros in my meal. I got carbs, proteins, and fats. Next, we'll look at the micronutrients in the meal. Micronutrients are your essential vitamins and your essential minerals. And this is where I also want to remind people that perfection is not the end all be all. You can have meals that are not completely perfect, that are not completely nutrient dense, and that's okay. Our bodies have adaptive mechanisms to adapt to these fluctuations in nutrients, in macros, micros, etc. So with that being said, occasionally, you do want to be making sure you are eating some meals that are good sources of vitamins and minerals. And so when you look at your meal or your food that you are looking at, it's most likely going to have some vitamins and some minerals. Bread is a source of vitamins, so is pasta, rice, potatoes, carrots, onions, tomatoes, limes, lemons. Fruits, vegetables are amazing sources of vitamins and minerals. Mushrooms are really good sources of micros, leafy greens, and things like that, tofu. So when you look at your meal, try to see, does it have any fruits and veggies or any of the foods that I just mentioned? If it does, then great, you can check off your micronutrients from the list. So that's what your meal should have. It should have macros and micros. Okay, so keeping those things in mind will really help you to build a nutritious meal and to add some nutrients to your foods that you eat. And like I said, a lot of the foods we eat already have lots of vitamins and minerals and macros that we need. For example, a lot of the foods that I grew up eating had a lot of those, like salsa. Any kind of salsa that you eat in foods in Mexican cuisine is going to be made with tomatoes, onions, chilies, garlic, a lot of vegetables, which are rich in nutrients. For example, you can also make tacos. Tacos have the carbohydrates in the tortillas. The inside is usually a meat with lots of protein, or in my case, vegan sources of protein like beans or tofu. And then you add some toppings to your taco, maybe some lettuce, maybe some onions, maybe some cilantro. That adds some micronutrients. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be every single meal made this way, but at least half, a good majority, if you can, of your meals should be a good majority of your meals should have the macronutrients and the micronutrients. And when it comes to, okay, but how much vitamin A should I be eating every day? How much iron do I need? These are good questions, but you don't have to really hyper focus on the numbers. This is general advice. Of course, if you get your blood work done and there is a vitamin deficiency, then yes, you should be taking extra care of getting that vitamin or mineral, making sure that you are supplementing with it to get that deficiency taken care of first. But when there are no deficiencies present, then a variety of different foods, making sure that you're eating your minerals, your vitamins, your macros from your foods is a great way to get everything that your body needs. It doesn't have to be a really big challenge of keeping track of every single detail of every single vitamin. Just try to eat lots of different foods you like, and your body will take care of the rest. Okay, that is my recipe for lentil soup. Let me know if you have any questions, leave a comment. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos like this, and if you would like to help me get my videos out to more people so that we can all learn nutrition science. Have a good rest of your day and see you next time. Bye.